Hello friends, welcome to my channel SS Nursing Point. So today we will discuss regarding a special condition that is having mental retardation. And that mental retardation you can study in your psychology, psychiatric and also in your pediatric. So it is a very important condition. So before studying detail about that topic, now we should show some pictures. Okay. Then look at that picture. You can find some abnormality here, yes or not? What happened in that case? What happened? The physical growth of the baby will occur. Okay, the child will having physically growth, but the child will having the absence of their mental growth. Okay, their mental growth will be stopped. So that condition is called as mental retardation. So now we should discuss what is the definition of that mental retardation. So mental retardation is a developmental disabilities that is marked by lower than normal intelligence and limited daily living skills. Then mental retardation is normally present at the birth and develops early in the life. Okay, that means that mental retardation is a developmental disability. Previously already I should say that here the person is having physically growth but they are having mentally disability. Their mental growth will be stopped. Understood? So it is one type of developmental disability, then that is marked by lower than normal intelligence. That means in that case the intelligence power of a person or of a child will having reduced. Okay, then they should having limited daily living skills. That means they should not do their daily activities. Okay, then the mental retardation is normally present at the birth and develops early in the life. That means that condition or that symptom is present during birth period only, but we should find out that condition laterly. Okay, and that condition is continue for their lifelong period. So that is called as mental retardation. Okay. Okay, next we should discuss what is the classification of mental retardation. So according to American Association of Mental Deficiency Committee, the mental retardation is classified into three categories. First one is idiot, second one is imbecile, and third one is moron. So idiot means what? When it is arrested the development at the level of 2 year old. That means your child will having growth, but their mental growth which looks like a 2 year old baby. Then that is called as idiot. Next one is imbecile. Imbecile means development equal to that of 2 to 7 year old. That means your child's behavior is looks like a 2 to 7 year baby. Maybe your child will having 15 year age but their behavior is looks like 2 to 7 year old baby's behavior. Then that is called as imbecile. Next one is moron. So moron means when the development is equal to 7 to 12 year old. Then that is called as moron. Next, we should discuss another types or another classification of mental retardation according to IQ level. So, IQ level means that is intelligent quotient, and that already we should discuss in the intelligence topics. Yes or not? So, according to our IQ level, that mental retardation is again divided into four types. First one is mild mental retardation, second one is moderate mental retardation, third one is severe mental retardation, and fourth one is profound mental retardation. So already in the definition we should study that if the IQ level is below 70, then that is called as mental retardation. So mild mental retardation means what? When our IQ level is 50 to 70, that is called as mild mental retardation. Then moderate mental retardation means when the IQ level is 35 to 50, that is called as moderate mental retardation. Next one is severe mental retardation, that is 20 to 35, when the IQ level is 20 to 35. Next one is profound mental retardation, when the IQ level is below 20, that is called as profound mental retardation. So that is the 4 types of mental retardation according to our IQ level: mild mental retardation, moderate mental retardation, severe mental retardation, and profound mental retardation. Next, we should discuss about the epidemiology of mental retardation. So, about 3% of the world population is estimated as mental retarded. That means if we should count that mental retardation worldwide, that means among 100%, there are 3% are having mental retarded. Next one is in India, 5 out of 1000 children are mentally retarded. So, if we should count that in India, then among 1000 children, 5 are affected in mentally retarded. Next one is, it is more common in boys than compared to a girls. It is more common in boys. Next one is, with severe and profound mental retardation, mortality rate is high due to associated physical damage. So if the person is having severe mental retardation, that means the IQ level is 20 to 35. Profound mental retardation, that means the IQ level is less than 20. At that time, what happened? Their physical damage is present in their body. So due to that damage, the mortality rate of the children will high if they are having severe and profound retarded. Okay. We should discuss what is the etiology of mental retardation. So there are mainly 4 types of factors are causing that mental retarded. First one is genetic condition, second one is problem during pregnancy, third one is problem during childbirth, fourth one is problem after birth. So that are the 4 factors which may causes the mental retardation. Next, we should discuss what are the genetic factors which is responsible for a person to affected mental retarded. So, first condition is chromosomal abnormalities. So, under that genetic factor, first one is chromosomal abnormalities, second one is your metabolic disorder, third one is your cranial malformation, fourth one is your gross disease of brain. So first we should discuss what are the chromosomal abnormalities which is causes for a person to affect that mental retardation. So under that chromosomal abnormalities, first one is Down syndrome. So Down syndrome means what? It is one type of abnormal cell division. Okay, so we should know that there are 64 chromosomes are present in our body. So if the chromosome number 21 is having some problem, okay, then that is called as Down syndrome. Okay, so Down syndrome means what? That is abnormal cell division. In that case, what happens? There is some developmental and intellectual delay is present. So due to that developmental delay or due to that intellectual delay, the person is having affected in mental retardation. So your first causes is Down syndrome. Next, second one is Fragile X syndrome. So Fragile X syndrome means what? That is changes to a gene on X chromosome. So if there is some gene which is present in our X chromosome that is having changes, then that is called as Fragile X syndrome. So in that Fragile X syndrome, mainly the gene which is called as FMR1 gene that is affected. Okay, so that FMR1 gene, the function of that gene is to produce protein. Okay, so if that gene is affected, there is reduce the amount of protein in our body. Okay, so for that what happened? The intelligent power of a person will having reduced. Okay, and the person will affected in mental retardation. So the Fragile X syndrome is also one causes of mental retardation. Next one is Trisomy X syndrome. So Trisomy X syndrome means what? Already we should know, if a girl child will come, that means they are having 2 X chromosome. Yes or not? But Trisomy X syndrome means if the girl child will having a extra X chromosome, they are having 3 X chromosome, then that condition is called as Trisomy X syndrome. Okay, so that is also one causes of mental retardation. Next one is Turner's syndrome. So Turner syndrome means what? If a girl child will having only 1 X chromosome, then that is called as Turner's syndrome. So that is also one causes of mental retardation. Next one is cat cry syndrome. So that cat cry syndrome is also otherwise called as 5p. Why we should call that 5p? Because in that case the chromosome number 5 will be affected, or chromosome number 5 will be missing. Okay, so the chromosome 5 will be missing, so we should call that 5p and otherwise called as cat cry syndrome. Why? Because in that case the baby will cry whole the time. Okay, at maximum time the baby will cry, and the crying of the baby seems like a cat's cry. Okay, their sound is like a cat's cry, so we should call that cat cry syndrome. So in that cat cry syndrome the chromosome number 5 is missing, so otherwise we should call that 5p. So that is also one causes of mental retardation. Next one is Prader-Willi syndrome. So Prader-Willi syndrome means they are having loss of functions of specific gene on chromosome number 15. Basically we should lose the chromosome number 15, then that is called as Prader-Willi syndrome. So that is also one causes of mental retardation. So that is all are having your chromosomal abnormalities which is going under your genetic factor. First one is Down syndrome, second one is Fragile X syndrome, next one is Trisomy X syndrome, next one is Turner syndrome, next one is cat cry syndrome, next one is Prader-Willi syndrome. Next we will discuss what are the metabolic disorder. Okay, so that metabolic disorder is also going under your genetic factor. Okay, so metabolic disorder, under that metabolic disorder the three causes are present. First one is phenylketonuria. So phenylketonuria means increase the level of phenylalanine. Okay, so when there is phenylalanine amount is increased in our body, that condition is called as phenylketonuria, and that is also one causes of mental retardation. Next one is Wilson's disease. So Wilson's disease means excess copper stored in our tissue, and basically that excess copper is stored in the liver and brain, then that is called as Wilson's disease. So that is also one causes of mental retardation. Next one is galactosemia. So galactosemia means that is preventive form of processing galactose. So when our body cannot be able to process the galactose, at that time also our brain will be affected, and that is called as mental retardation. So that are the three causes of mental retardation which is going under our metabolic disorder, and that is also going under our genetic factor. So under that metabolic disorder three causes are present. First one is phenylketonuria, second one is Wilson's disease, and third one is galactosemia. Next we should discuss the cranial malformation. So that cranial malformation is also going under our genetic factor. So under that cranial malformation there are two causes is present, which is for that only the mental retardation is occur. For example, hydrocephaly and microcephaly. Okay, so hydrocephaly means what? A build-up of fluid in the cavity deep in the brain. Sometimes what happen, we should show that the brain, the head size of a baby will having large as compared to their body. Why? Because there is increased amount of cerebrospinal fluid in their brain cavity. So that condition is called as hydrocephaly, and that is also one causes of mental retardation. Next one is microcephaly. Microcephaly means sometimes we should show that the baby's head is very small as compared to their body. Okay, so if the baby's head is also small as compared to their body, then that is also one causes of mental retardation, and that is called as microcephaly. Then we should discuss what is the gross diseases of brain. Okay, so that gross diseases of brain is also one important causes of mental retardation, that is also going under our genetic factor. So first one is tuberous sclerosis. So tuberous sclerosis means that is non-cancerous tumor in solid tissue. So in solid tissue means sometimes what happen, there are some non-cancerous tumor or non-cancerous growth of the cell is present in some tissues. and basically if the non-cancerous tumor is present in the bones and some organs of our body, then that is affected to our brain activity. Okay, brain maturity. So that condition is called as mental retardation. So tuberous sclerosis is one important factor or important causes of mental retardation. Next one is neurofibromatosis. So neurofibromatosis means tumor in the brain and spinal cord and nerve. So if there is some tumor is found in the brain region or nerve region or any spinal cord region, then that is called as neurofibromatosis, and that is also one causes of mental retardation. Next one is epilepsis. So epilepsis means nerve cell activity decreased in the brain, that is called as epilepsis. So epilepsis is also one important causes of mental retardation. If your nerve cell activity is decreased in our brain, then that condition is called as epilepsy. Okay, so that is the three causes of mental retardation under gross disease of brain. So under that gross diseases of brain, three conditions are tuberous sclerosis, next neurofibromatosis, next one is epilepsy. Next we should discuss what are the prenatal factors which is causes the mental retardation. Okay, so prenatal factor means the factor during the concept period. Okay, during pregnancy period, what are the causes is present for a child to affected the mental retarded? So first causes is infection. If you are having some infection during concept period, then there will be a chance that your baby will affected in mental retardation. So first one is rubella. So rubella infection, if your body is turned into red color rashes during pregnancy, then that is the indication of the rubella infection. Okay, so that is also one causes of mental retarded child. Next one is cytomegalovirus. So the virus, if the cytomegalovirus is present in your body during the concept period, that virus will affected to your immune system. So due to that, your baby will having unhealthy. Okay, next one is syphilis. So that is syphilis means that is one type of bacterial infection during sexual intercourse period. Okay, so during concept period, if you should do the sexual relationship and you are having affected in syphilis virus, the syphilis bacteria, then there will be a chance that your baby will having affected in mental retarded. Next one is toxoplasmosis. So toxoplasmosis means it is one type of infection which is responsible for miscarriage or preterm birth of a baby. Okay, so if the baby will having preterm birth, then there will be a chance that your baby will affected in mentally retarded child. Okay, next one is herpes simplex virus affected. So if you are having the presence of herpes simplex virus during the pregnancy period, then also there will be a chance that your baby will having affected in mental retarded. So that are the infection which is responsible for mental retardation of a child. Okay, so that infection is having rubella, cytomegalovirus, next syphilis, next toxoplasmosis and herpes simplex virus. Next one is endocrine disorder which is present during the pregnancy period, that is also responsible for a mental retarded child. First one is hypothyroidism. So hypothyroidism means the gland which do not produce enough amount of thyroid hormone. If in our body the thyroid hormone will be decreased, then that is called as hypothyroidism. So if a woman will having hypothyroidism, then also there will be a chance that the baby will affected in mental retarded. Next one is hypoparathyroidism. So hypoparathyroidism means that is the decreased amount of parathyroid hormone. So if you are having decreased amount of parathyroid hormone, then also there will be a chance that you will having the mental retarded. Okay, your child will having mental retarded. Next one is diabetes mellitus. If the mother will having diabetes mellitus, that means increase the blood sugar during the concept period, then also there will be a chance that the baby will affected in mental retarded. So that are the three causes. First one is hypothyroidism, hypoparathyroidism. Next one is blood sugar level increase or diabetes mellitus during pregnancy period. Okay. Then we should discuss physical damage and disorder. If you are having some physical damage during the pregnancy or during the conceive period, then also there will be a chance that your baby will affected in mentally retarded. So first one is injury, if you are having some injury. Next one is hypoxia, if there is decreased oxygen in your tissue during the conceive period. Next one is radiation, if a mother will get contacted with any radiation. Next one is hypertension, if the mother's blood pressure level will be increased. Next one is anemia, so if the mother's red blood cell count is decreased during conceive period. Next one is emphysema, so emphysema means that is shortness of breathing. So if the shortness of breathing is present during the pregnancy period or during the conceive period, then that is also one causes of mental retardation. Next one is intoxication, so there is some another causes is present, so that is lead intoxication or lead poisoning or certain drugs. If you are having some drug intoxication or drug poisoning during the conceive period. Next one is substance abuse, if a mother will have use some substance during conceive period, maybe the mother will take alcohol or any other cocaine or any other substance during the pregnancy period, then that also affected to their baby's health. Maybe the child will having mentally retarded. Okay. Next one is placental dysfunction, if there is some placental dysfunction is also present during the conceive period, then also there will be a chance that the baby will having mentally retarded. Okay. So that is toxemia of pregnancy. So toxemia of pregnancy occur due to increased blood pressure during pregnancy. So if the toxemia of pregnancy is present in a mother, then there will be a chance that the baby will affected in mentally retarded. Next one is placenta previa. So placenta previa means that is a condition in which the placenta covers the mother's cervix. So if the placenta previa is also present during the conceive period, then there will be a chance of getting abnormal child. Okay, next one is cord prolapse. So cord prolapse means when the umbilical cord is drops through the cervix or the umbilical cords are comes outside, that is called as cord prolapse. So if the mother will having cord prolapse, then there will also be a chance of getting mental retarded child. Next one is nutritional growth retardation, if a mother should not take sufficient amount of nutrition, so the baby's growth will also diminish. Okay, so in that case also the baby should not get adequate amount of nutrients. So for that what happen, the baby's mental growth will be stopped. Okay, and the baby will affected in mentally retardation. So that is all are about your prenatal factors of mental retardation. We should discuss some perinatal factors of mental retardation. So perinatal factors of mental retardation means what? It is the causes which is occur during the birth period of a baby. Okay, so first one is birth asphyxia. So during the birth period of baby, if there will be a breathing difficulty is present, okay, then there will be a chance is that the baby will affected in mental retardation. Next one is prolonged or difficult birth, if the birth is consisting of a long time or the birth of the baby will having difficult, then that is also a causes of mental retardation. Next one is prematurity. So due to some complication, if the baby will having premature, then also there will be a chance that the baby will having mental retardation. Next one is kernicterus. So kernicterus means that is brain damage of a baby due to increase the level of bilirubin. So during birth period there is a bilirubin level is present in every baby. So if that bilirubin level is high, at that time what happen, the brain damage will occur. So if the brain damage is present, then that is called as kernicterus, and that is also one causes of mental retardation. Next one is instrumental delivery. So instrumental delivery means if we should use some instrument to baby's delivery during the baby birth, if we should use some instrument, for example we should provided vacuum pressure in the baby's head to coming out of the baby. So that is also one causes of mental retardation. Next one is postnatal factor. So postnatal factor means after the baby's birth. After the baby's birth, if the baby will having some infection, some accident, Okay, that is also one causes of mental retardation. For example, infection after the baby's birth. If the baby will affected in encephalitis infection or measles or meningitis, then that is also one causes of mental retardation. Next one is accident. If the babies fall down, okay, and the brain region will be injured, then there will be a chance that the baby will having mental retarded. Next one is lead poisoning. If the baby should take some poisonous substance in their mouth, then there will be a chance that the baby will affected in mental retardation. Next we should discuss some environmental and socio-cultural factor. So there are some environmental and socio-cultural factor is also present. First one is your cultural deprivation. So cultural deprivation is also one causes of mental retardation. Next one is low socio-economic status. So if in our society our financial condition is also low, there will be a chance of that the baby will having mental retarded. Next one is inadequate caretaker. If the baby will not having sufficient amount of caretaker, then there will also be a chance of getting mental retardation. Next one is child abuse. So child abuse is also one causes of mental retardation. Next we should discuss what is the sign and symptom of mental retardation. So if a baby will having mental retarded, then the first sign and symptom is failure to achieve the developmental milestone. Why? Because their mental growth will be stopped. Yes or not? Next one is deficiency in cognitive function. So deficiency in cognitive function, that means if you should say something to do, the person cannot be do. If they are having mental retardation, they don't follow your commands. Okay. Next one is reduced ability to learn or meet the academic demand. So the baby who will affected in mental retardation, they cannot remember something. Okay. Why? Because their mental growth will be stopped. So they are having reduced the ability to learn. Next one is expressive or receptive language problem. The person will having some language problem. Next one is psychomotor skill deficit. So psychomotor skill deficit means they are having reduced their motor activity. Next one is difficulty in performing self-care activity. That person, the individual person who are affected in mental retardation, they cannot do their function independently. Okay. Next one is neurologic impairment is also present. Next one is medical problems. So there are some medical problem is also found if a person is having mental retarded, for example seizure. Okay. Next one is low self-esteem. The person is having low self-esteem and also having depression. Next, irritability when frustrated or upset. The person is having irritable in their mood. Next one is acting out behavior. Their behavior is having odd. Next we should discuss what are the diagnoses for a mental retarded child. So first of all we should do the history collection and physical examination. Next we should do the neurological examination. Next we should do the milestones developmental test. Next we should do some investigation. So under that investigation, first we should do the urine test or blood examination. So if we should do that urine test and blood examination, if there is some metabolic disorder is present, then we should find out that disease condition. Next we should do the cytogenic and biochemical studies. Okay, so culture of cytogenic and biochemical studies. Next we should do the amniocentesis. So also we should do the amniocentesis. So amniocentesis means that is test of that amniotic fluid. Next one is we should do the chorionic villi sampling test. Next we should do hearing and speech evaluation. Next one is EEG. So if the seizure is present at that time, it is necessary that we should do the electroechogram test. Next one is CT scan and MRI of the brain. So if the tuberous sclerosis is present, then we should find out that through CT scan and MRI of the brain. Next one is thyroid function test is also necessary. Next some psychological test also necessary. Okay, so there are various psychological tests also present, that also we should study in the intelligence. Already we should discuss in intelligence. So you should do that psychological test of a child. Okay, so that are the diagnosis for a person who are having affected in mental retardation. Next, we should discuss some treatments for a mental retarded child. So, if a child will having mental retardation, then you should provide the child the behavioral management. So, there is a behavioral therapy is also present that we should discuss later. Okay. So, at first we should do behavioral management. Then second one is environmental supervision is also necessary, where the child will live. How is the environmental condition for that child? It is also necessary. So we should do environmental supervision. Next, we should monitoring the child's developmental need and problem. What is the child's problem? What the child actually need for you? That you should know. Next one is programs that maximize the speech, language, cognitive, psychomotor activity, social skill development and self-care activity and occupational skill. So we should send our child to attend that program, okay, which is related to any speech, any language, cognitive functions, psychomotor activity, social skill and self-care activity and occupational skills. So we should try to give that program to your child. Next one is we should do the ongoing evaluation for overlapping psychiatric disorders such as depression, then bipolar disorder and attention deficiency hyperactivity disorder. So if your child will having that type of disease, for example depression, ADHD and bipolar disorder, then you should do the ongoing evaluation for your child. Okay. Next, it is most important that the child will receive the family therapy. Family support is very much important if a child will having mentally retarded. Next one is yearly intervention program for the child is also necessary. That means we should provided the day school to training our child. Okay, in that day school they should provided some basic skills or basic training, for example how they should bath, how they should feeding. Okay, so we should send our child in that course. Next, also we should provided our child vocational training. It is also important. Okay, so that is all the treatments of a mental retarded child. Next, we should discuss what are the nursing intervention for a mental retarded child. So, first one is determine the child's strength and abilities and develop a plan of care to maintain and enhance capability. That means we should provide some plan for our child, okay, for their development. Next one is monitor the child's developmental level and initiate some supportive intervention such as speech, language or occupational skill which is needed by a child. That means we should monitor the health condition of the child and also we should monitor the developmental skill of the child. Then according to the child's developmental stage, we should provide them the speech therapy, language training and also we should provide the child some occupational skill. That is also necessary for mental growth of a child. Okay. Next, teach him about the natural and normal feelings and emotion. We should teach our child what is the natural feeling and what is the normal feelings. Okay. Next one is provide for his safety needs. We should provide safety needs to our mental retarded child. Next one is prevent self-injury and be prepared to intervene if self-injury will occur. So as much as possible we should try to reduce the self-injury of a child. Next one is monitor the child for physical or emotional distress. If the child will having some physical distress and emotional distress, then you should provide emotional support to your child. Next one is modify his behavior by having him redirect his energy. We should try to modify the behavior of the child. Next one is teach the child adaptive skills such as eating, dressing, grooming and toileting. We should give education to our child how they should eat, how they should dressing, how they should wear their cloth. Okay, it is necessary for the child. Next one is demonstrate and help him practice self-care skills. We should educate them how they should take their own care. Next one is work to increase his compliance with conventional social norms and behavior. Next one is work to increase his compliance. Okay, that means we should work togetherly with the mental retarded child. Next one is maintain a consistent and supervised environment. So always that environment in which the mental retarded child will be present, always that environment is supervised by others. Okay, next one is maintain a adequate environmental stimulation. Adequate environmental stimulation is also necessary for a mental retarded child. Next one is set supportive limits on an activity. Okay, so there is some limited activity is also necessary for mental retarded child. Next, work to maintain and enhance his positive feelings about self and daily accomplishment. So always we should work with that mental retarded child to maintain their self-care activity. Okay, so that all are having your nursing intervention.